chat up. All right, let's see where everybody's at.
A lot of these props I like today.
I know. I was looking through them. I think they're good. All right,
Yeah.
Uni's in. What's up? What's up? We got somebody on TikTok in already. So I guess let's get it rolling. Uni, you're the first one here. What do we like for the early slate? Well, that would be the Dodgers Guardians. Great game to start with. So let me put them on the prop shop here. Best play in Dodgers Guardians. Austin Hedges under half a hit.
Yep, minus 155. So facing Kershaw today, he's 1 for 20 in his career against Kershaw, and he's under in his last 4 for 5 and 8 for 10. This is great. I mean, I like this play a lot. It's a little juicy, but we can pair it with something else.
Yep, can't go wrong with that. Don't mind that at all whatsoever. And then anything on the money line in this game. I mean, Dodgers, they had great value yesterday, minus 125. They get a 9-5 win. Do you like the money line here? It's minus 165. Is that a worthwhile line, or is this one a little more risky?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I think Dodgers are still the play. But yeah, yesterday was the time to jump on the Dodgers.
Yeah, Uni said Dodgers money line with that prop. Since it's the same game parlay, you probably won't get incredible odds, but I think there's a better way if you want to do a parlay. There's a better way than getting the decreased same game parlay odds on that probably. Our next game, another early game. We got 5 early games today. So White Sox Mets, Pete Alonso over 1.5 total bases. I mean, he has had quite the season so far.
Yeah, he's swinging the hot bat in that lineup, really, because Juan Soto's not really doing it. Francisco Lindor's been up and down. But plus 120, great values over in 3 of his last 4. And yeah, he has been hot. He's the guy right now, so I would take that.
Yeah, don't mind that at all. And what was the score in that game yesterday? Mets 6-4. So I mean, yeah, run line bettors were probably sweating a bit there.
Right.
And I got to say too, just in this game as well, Griffin Canning has really had a good year so far. I mean,
a lot of the Mets pitching has been good.
He
has been something.
I think I read something that they have the lowest starting pitcher ERA in the NL, and that
I believe
not something that just from the namesake of their staff, not something that you would have kind of expected.
Yep.
Let's see. We got a comment about Mets under 7.5 in that game total. That's a hard one because the offense can pop off.
Right. They kind of got rolling yesterday. Yeah. I mean, I like the Mets. I would take Mets run line more than the under there.
Yeah, I think I agree with that right there. It's 7.5 with the offense that can explode it's always kind of, discerning. Our next game, Red Sox Brewers, we do have a great positive EV play in this game. I am very excited for this game. And then I would say I think the Brewers do get a win in this game if we were to talk money line for that.
Yep, I agree. I like the Brewers today. And then, yeah, we have a good VIP pick, positive EV, that have been absolutely killing it all year anyway.
Yeah, positive EV plays up 9.6 units this month alone, and up 14 units last month. So we've just been crushing it. So everybody on here, we're going to make you positive EV bettors because it truly is the best way to make money betting on sports. And a lot of people fight it at first and they want the 9-leg parlay, but I promise you guys, positive EV betting is where it's at, and it's where you make money.
Absolutely.
And we make it easy for people too, because normally positive EV betting, as we know, when we go through the whole slate, there's about 100 different plays that you could take a day, and we sort it through to find the best, 3 to 5 on a day, and that's how we've made 20 plus units in the last month alone on just positive EV bets.
Right, as easy as you get a text to your phone and it just tells you what to bet.
Exactly. Oh, Eric said, "What's the lock?" Well, I always like to say nothing is actually a lock, but we could quickly go over our free play today. Jalen Williams over 4.5 assists, just tremendous value on this play.
Yep, absolutely. What we get 145. What was FanDuel and DraftKings over 180s?
185, 192. So it's a misprice on Bet365's part that we are taking advantage of today. Back to the prop shop. Twins Rays, another early game here. Drew Rasmussen. Under 4.5 hits allowed in this game.
Yeah, and you get plus money here. He's under his last 3 starts, 7 out of 10. He's only given up 5+ hits twice at home this year, And the Twins lineup, just overall, like in their career, 8 for 34, hitting 235 against him. I mean, he could mow these guys down. So I don't mind
Yeah,
that play, especially at plus money at all.
I don't mind it at all either. I think that's a pretty solid one today. A's Astros. This is a good one. Lance McCullers under 15.5 total outs. I mean, you've got the numbers, but they have not let him stretch out that much this year, right?
Nope, we've done this bet every time he started, and yeah, 4 starts this season, hasn't touched this number at all. Minus 135. I'm surprised it's not more juiced. I mean, I would jump on this one all day long.
Yeah, I think that's a phenomenal play. And everybody, these are in the Discord too. So if you guys, miss it as we're going through it, just join the Discord. It's all listed. Our favorite props are listed in there as well. And this, I think this makes the list today. Now, Giants, Tigers, Jackson Jobe under 15.5 total outs. Same exact props, same exact odds in this game as well.
Right, and I don't like it as much as Lance McCullers, but this is just a numbers play. He's under in 6 of 9 starts this season. He's averaging just over 14 outs a game. Um, these games have been low scoring. It makes it a little more worrisome, this Giants Tigers series, but I don't mind this one at all either. But if you're going to pick between the two, go McCullers. Same
And
odds.
we got a question. Tigers win at home in this game. Do you like them here?
Yep, I'd back the Tigers here, I believe.
And I mean, 3-1 win yesterday too. They're a great home team. Let me pull up their split real quick.
Best record in baseball. Yeah, I mean they're unbelievable. We were talking about that yesterday.
20-8 at home, which is, yeah, I mean that's phenomenal right there.
Yep.
Pirates, Diamondbacks, Corbin Carroll under half a hit, plus 180. Some value on this play.
Ton of value. You're going up against Paul Skeens. Let's say Paul Skeens goes 7-8 innings. He gets one at bat. That's not Paul Skeens. It's plus 180. So I mean, obviously Corbin Carroll's a stud, but he's under his betting line, the hits line in 5 straight and 7 out of 10. He hasn't gotten a hit in 4 of his last 5 games. I mean, and then you got Paul Skeens coming. I don't mind this one at all. Plus 180.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good value there, and I mean, we could probably pull up the numbers, if we took a little bit more time. But there's probably been a good handful of games where Corbin Carroll has not had a hit this year. You can be a great player and you're not going to have a hit every game still. Right. So it's not even a crazy line to say. It's not, it's not like, oh, get a home run where you get it maybe in 20% of, games. And that's probably even a stretch right there. We did get Leak asked about the Astros on the money line against the A's here. Severino, I don't know. I don't love a money line situation in this game.
Yesterday we thought that the A's had a chance, and they got just blown up early. JP Sears got blown up. I still would be worried about the Astros.
I would be too.
The A's are going to steal a couple of these.
They are, and especially getting blown out like that, we see a lot of times, you get manhandled and you kind of bounce back the next game, try to get your pride back and everything. So I'm not huge on that game from a money line standpoint.
No.
John asked Tigers, Red Sox, Twins money line. What do you think? I do not like the Red Sox there. Brewers with Peralta on the mound at home, I think, is a very dangerous situation for Boston to go into.
Yep. I agree.
So moving on with our props now. Marlins, Padres, Kyle Stowers over half a hit, minus 160.
Yep, he's been a stud. He's gotten a hit in his last 3 and 8 out of his last 10. Just a numbers play, minus 160. Yeah, it's a little juicy. But even if you pair that with that Austin Hedges under half a hit, like you can get some real value here. It's good.
Yeah, definitely. And let's see. Oh, Kodak shared the live. Thank you, Kodak. Everyone, share it out. Let's get more people in here. Give people the picks that they need to win some money today. Eric asked, going back to the top of the slate, Dodgers money line. I think we both like it. I don't think it's not my favorite play on the board today. No. Kershaw's been good. He's been bad, so I'm not trusting him fully yet in a money line situation. Against a Guardians team that is a good team as well.
Right.
Kodak, so we made him money with the Pacers spread yesterday. So
nice.
Got you taken care of. We'll definitely visit over to the NBA after we get through this MLB slate here. So let's continue on, everyone. Cardinals, Orioles, Miles Mikolas over 3.5 strikeouts, minus 108.
Yeah, this is a low line. He's over in 4 of his last 5. Orioles are 25th in the league in strikeouts. He's been hitting this number with ease, kind of. And, I mean, the Cardinals starting pitchers have really been kind of on a roll.
Yep. And then we got a question. Diamondbacks bounce back today. It is Paul Skeens Day, so it's a little gutsy with that. The Diamondbacks are still a better team here, but I don't know. I wouldn't touch that game probably.
Yep, no, I agree. I'm not touching it.
And then let's see. So Braves Phillies, Michael Harris under half a hit, another plus money. Solid player to not get a hit today.
Yeah, he's 5 for 24 against Wheeler lifetime with 10 strikeouts. It's just a numbers play. Hopefully Wheeler goes deep in the game and keeps him hitless.
Yep, I like that one. Reds Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. under 1.5 total bases, minus 145. Hunter Green on the mound today. I think that's probably a big reason why this line is like that.
Are you hearing all that feedback? Is it just me?
Well, now I'm losing you a little bit.
Here, 1 second.
Yep. All right, everyone. Lost Evan for 1 sec, but we'll continue off. So we got what other questions do we have? Look like Phillies, Mariners money lines. Let's visit.
All right.
There we go.
I was hearing feedback like crazy. Okay.
Okay, there we go. So we got
right.
Hunter Green on the mound today. Bobby Witt under 1.5 total bases in this Reds Royals game.
Yeah, he's obviously a huge name, but he hasn't been that good. He's under in 4 of his last 5 and 7 of his last 10. And you got to get to 1.5. And with Hunter Green going, I don't mind that at all.
Yep. And everyone on TikTok, if you guys can run up the likes, share the live. We really do appreciate it when you guys do that. We're trying to make as many of you as much money as we can. So the more people in here, the better right now. And then keep dropping your questions as well for any games. We're covering it all, but if you guys have more specific questions, we're happy to answer them. Moving on to the Blue Jays Rangers, Tyler Mahal under 5.5 hits allowed at minus 140.
Yeah, he's been under this number in 5 straight and 9 out of his last 10. I mean, he's just mowing them down. And yesterday, this game was 0-0 going into the 8th inning. Maybe looking a little something like that again. So, yeah, I don't mind this at all. And even if he does have a kind of a rough start, 5.5 hits is still a big number to where they either pull him or it's just all based on, time lane and how the hits go. But I don't mind this number at all.
No, I like this one a lot. And, Blue Jays lineup isn't exactly a model of consistency right now either. So we could definitely see another, like you said, very low scoring game here. Next up, Rockies Cubs, Ryan McMahon over half a hit, minus 115. Extra innings yesterday. What are you expecting in this game today?
Yeah, I think the Rockies have had 2 chances to beat them here in the last 2 days. I think the Cubs might run away with this one, but we will see. I don't like them on the money line. It's like minus 355. But for McMahon, he's over in 4 of his last 5 of his last 7. And Boyd's on the mound for the Cubs. He's given up right around 6 hits per game. He's been inconsistent. I mean, I think this guy gets one.
Yep. And then let's see, we got some other questions. Phillies Mariners money lines. We'll get to the Mariners in a sec. Phillies, I do like him at home with Weir on the mound. I mean, 6-1 in the year. I think the Braves are still not a fully trustworthy team at this moment.
Right. And another low scoring game like yesterday.
Definitely. We got somebody else saying take the under in the Blue Jays game. Both can't hit right now, so that backs what we just talked about. Smith, you won't be disappointed, said Smith Shawver will get shelled. Could definitely see that happening, here today. We got a question about the Twins. Let's see, where were they? Twins Rays. I don't know. Rays at home, like we said yesterday, definitely stepped it up compared to where they were in the beginning. And actually, I guess Pablo Lopez did not pitch yesterday. He's on the mound today. So that could change a little bit of that too. I don't know if I love the money line there.
Don't really love that game either way.
Yeah, definitely better value on the board today. 2 more games left for us to go over. Yankees, Angels, Clark Schmidt under 6.5 strikeouts, minus 152. That is 7 strikeouts is a lot of strikeouts.
Right. I mean, the Angels do strikeouts. They're third to last in the league in strikeouts, but he's under in 4 of his last 5 of 7 on the year. And 7 Ks is a lot of strikeouts. So I don't love this one. There's better props today, but minus 152. Yeah, that's a good number though.
And I think that, Vegas definitely knows that they can overinflate starting pitcher strikeout lines against high strikeout teams. I remember last year, the Mariners, when they were striking out most in the league for most of the year, I would try to take every pitcher over them. And I did not win that many of those bets because they're all inflated by, 1.5 strikeouts of where they really should have been. And then it also, what people don't realize is when it's a strikeout line like that, the bullpen accounts for strikeouts too. So you can have relievers who end up getting 2 strikeouts in their 3 outs in their appearance, and it all factors into the equation. So sometimes it's actually, you see more strikeouts against relief pitchers because the hitters aren't as used to them as they are for a starter, where you see them multiple times and you can get a feel in the flow of the game. So, that is I think that's a sneaky good under right there for Clark Schmidt. Now,
Yeah, totally agree.
Nationals Mariners for the last prop, Trevor Williams under 15.5 total outs.
Yep, he's under in his last 2 starts, 7-10 on the year, and the Mariners are hitting 356 lifetime against him, and like their lineup is, and yeah, -165. It's juicy, but I do like this one.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a good prop too, and it could definitely be a parlay leg. I mean, I don't even hate taking those last 2 Clark Schmidt parlayed with Trevor Williams right there. It's not going to be bad value.
Right.
We got, let's see, T-Dog asked about Brewers, Mets, Tigers, and so did Chasing Icons. Is that a good 3-team parlay?
I don't mind those 3.
I don't either. I think that's the Tigers might be the biggest sweat, for me in that one, but they're at home. They're a great team at home.
Right.
Like, I definitely see
No, I
the
like
Mets
those 3.
playing a good game today, and we like the Brewers at home. Armand said Freddie Freeman over half a hit and total runs over 8.5 in the Dodgers Cleveland on 10K. Did you put 10 grand on that parlay right there? That is it's a big number right there to be putting down.
I like the over in that game. I like runs.
I did too. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad play at all. What's everyone's favorite 2 money line today? I think what we had probably the best metrics on, which we didn't love the odds, was what Cubs and Brewers little money line parlay, but it's just the Cubs are hard to put in. -360 now is where I'm seeing that line right now. Like they don't add much to a parlay at that point.
Right.
Can you tell my friend Dean Goldberry happy birthday? Well, happy birthday, Dean. Hope you're tuning in and enjoying the live. Alonso going yard today. I wonder
that would help us.
But let's see. Against, I don't know what Shane Smith has been like for giving up home runs. Think it's a joke. We said Jays under 8.5 runs. I would say I like that play. Blue Jays Rangers under 8.5.
Yep.
All right. Oh, and then let's highlight the top 3 real quick. So Lance McCullers under 15.5 outs. Ryan McMahon over half a hit. Corbin Carroll under half a hit. Top 3 props of the day here.
Yeah, a lot of value there.
And then let's see, we got a Mets -1.5 question.
I don't mind it. They made it scary. First game of the series, they didn't hit it. Yesterday, they ended up hitting it because a lot of runs in the bottom of the 8th. I mean, they've made it scary. It's kind of exactly like how this Cubs series has been going. Mm-hmm. You'd think both teams should be running away with it, and they're not. But I don't mind the 1.5. If you're going to take it, take them. I mean, I don't. Unless you're parlaying with the money line, you gotta take the 1.5. Agreed.
Eduardo asked Brewers, Dodgers, and Mets money line. I don't hate it. I'm not gonna lie though. I wouldn't put the Dodgers in something today though. I just have I'm worried about them today.
Yeah,
Cleveland's not a bad team at all.
I get that.
And it's on the road. So
and Clayton Kershaw's not. It's not like it's Clayton Kershaw of prime.
No, I mean he's still, he's only pitched 6 innings this year, and he gave up 5 earned runs in his start against the Angels, and then his last start got rained out after 2 innings. So we have not seen enough for me to be confident in Kershaw yet. And
right.
Jason said Smith is a fastball or Alonso's a fastball hitter for Pete Alonso going yard today.
Instead of going yard, I don't mind the over 1.5 bases. You get +120, and you have the outs with the double and even a couple hits.
Yeah.
I mean, you still get plus money there.
I think that's a much safer play for a plus money cash still.
Right.
Home runs, just I don't know. I have not yet been convinced that there's truly profitable home run strategies out there yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
It's fun, but it kills your bankroll too. Okay, right. Jason, I think he's going to lock that in. So yeah, I think that's a much better play there. Before we end this live, let's quickly head over to the NBA. We've got a 3-1 Thunder lead in this series. Back in OKC for Game 5. Does the series end here tonight?
I think so. I think it's over.
I think it
I
is
mean,
too.
they're just making, say what you want about SGA. He's getting it done. So
Yeah,
I don't care about all that. I mean, he's getting the job done, and they're just hitting
yeah,
shots when they need to hit shots. They're making everything that they got to make. I
yeah,
mean, yeah, I think it's gonna be Pacers Thunder, and here we go.
yeah. I know, and I think that the Knicks Pacers series has a higher chance of going to Game 6 because it's going back to New York for this game. But OKC at home, Game 5, up 3-1. Minnesota, I think, probably feels pretty defeated right now. They know they're not winning this series, and um, OKC, to their credit for being a young team, they've got killer instinct in them. They're a lot of young teams you kind of see like getting over the moment. It's this team seems to be like we want to end this as soon as possible. Every single series they're in, and I give a lot of credit to them on that. Now Kodak
Right,
asked
I agree.
the spread -8.5. I'm pretty torn on this. Do you have a lean on this one?
No, but I would be scared to take the Timberwolves
Same, because
because
I think
say this thing gets ugly in the fourth, they're going to give up, and then it's
exactly,
over. So
exactly.
I mean, if this thing's ugly, I would almost take a first half spread over. I would take the big spread,
Yeah, yeah. I wonder. First half spread, I'm assuming is probably at 4.5,
four and a
four
half
and
or five. Yeah,
a half. Yeah. And I think if I took a full game spread, I would take Thunder minus
I
eight
think
and
so
a
too.
half because they blow teams out. When they
Right?
win,
No,
they
they
do
do.
not just win. Like they've had very few wins this postseason where it's by 5 or 6 points. Like everyone is 15, 20 because they just crush you once
Yep,
once they get up. They don't let it off.
they do.
Let's see. Knicks losing at home. Pacers did it both times at their crib. That series is over. Cam, the series is over. I agree, but I mean, getting
I
three
think they
road
pick it
wins,
one more.
I think they could too. Especially it's at New York, and then I think Indiana knows let's end this thing at in 6 at home. Um, Lean the over in total points. These have been actually pretty high
All of them.
scoring.
Well,
Um,
all both series is everything. Like a lot of the NBA players have been flying over.
Complete inverse of what the first and second round were for overs. Eric said this is one of my lock of the days. A's first 5 money line, Guardians money line, and Diamondbacks money line.
I
See, I,
don't mind
I
that
really
A's
wouldn't.
one.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Guardians win. I really wouldn't
Right?
be. I don't
No.
know. The Dodgers, they do lose games still. They're not
Right.
invincible. Um, I think it's a joke. Took the over on OKC team total. That's probably not a bad bet today. I don't know what it's. It's probably at 110 or something.
Yeah.
Based off of the game total here. Not actually, it's probably a little bit higher with the spread factored in there. Um, Foley Trey asked about a 3-team parlay. We don't have an official one, but I guess if we did have to take one,
Give me the Brewers. Mm,
I mean,
Phillies.
I like the Phillies in that. The Cubs adding in on that wouldn't be awful odds, but if we were to stay away from the biggest favorite on the slate,
Right.
I this is a game we actually really didn't talk about that much. I really don't mind the Padres over the Marlins. Alcantara has not looked good, and their bats
No,
can
he is not.
certainly get active.
I would say either Padres or the Tigers.
Yep, yeah, Tigers at home is still just a great pick. Um, Thunder team total is 114.5. It's doable for them for sure, but
Right.
I
We
don't.
don't want to blow out though.
That's the thing because if it's all of a sudden a 20-point game in the third quarter, they're not playing to
Right.
try to go get 120. What do you think of the Red Sox today? Do not like them, like the Brewers, actually a lot today. I think
Yep.
Mets money line. It's really juicy, so you're better off with a run line there,
Yep.
AJ. All right, Trevor Williams 4 strikeouts.
I don't know. I like his unders today.
Yeah,
The the Mariners have been really good against him. That this whole lineup has been really good against him.
yeah, that makes it hard to take 4 strikeouts on him.
Right.
All right, well, I think that covers the slate. 2.4K likes from you guys today. Thank you. And oh wait, let's see. 20-point leads have been broken down too many times this year in the playoffs. That is very true. There's no
Yep.
there's no truly safe lead anymore in the
Right.
NBA.
But it's usually in the first half, at halftime or something. If it's towards the end of the third quarter, especially on an elimination game where
Yep.
Timberwolves might just lay down.
Let's see. This is an interesting question, actually. Ronnie asked, if you had $5K to put your money on one team today, would you go for Phillies, Mets, or Dodgers? I definitely would not do the Dodgers.
I would go
Because
Phillies.
it kind of got to be Mets run line if you were going to do the Mets. So I would go
Yeah.
Phillies as well.
You
There.
give me
Yeah.
Zach Wheeler just having a great day.
And he's been incredible this year. 6-1, 2.42 ERA. I'm sure his home splits are better than his road splits too.
Yeah.
Yeah, chat's saying Phillies as well. I think Dodgers losing today. Yeah, I kind of do too. I really kind of do. Yeah, everybody's chiming in Phillies there. Like that. All right, well, good live today. Let's win people money once again. Keep on doing it.
Yep, we'll be back tomorrow.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow.